guys, it's Amber. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 2 of me building this cozy cottage. Once again, I am recording this after the fact because honestly, you wouldn't want to hear what I would have to say during building. It would just be like, why is this not working? Why does this not go here? Also, tragedy struck as soon as I finished building this. I was going to go and try and get pictures and the game crashed. So after I record this audio, I have to basically go back and rebuild the entire house. Luckily, I didn't do the interior. It's just the exterior, so it's not a huge deal. But it is kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I had a lot of fun building this. I knew what kind of a basic shape I wanted based on like where I had put the fence. I wanted sort of an L shape. And then I remembered that I made that other path to make a garden. And you'll see what I end up doing. I end up moving the path so that it can, so that I can have a garden there. But yeah, I really like the way that the exterior turned out. I am a little worried about having enough room for everything in the house, but I don't think it's going to be a huge deal. And if worse comes to worse, I can always make a basement or something if I need extra room. But the point of, in my eyes at least, a cottage is that it is sort of small. And I've always said, you know, I would rather have a small house with really, really nice stuff inside than a big house with, like, you know, not as nice stuff or like a lot of empty space. If you hear it running around, my dog is running around. I don't know what she's doing. It took me such a long time to figure out how to do this because I realized that if I used the erase tool, it was gonna erase the grass I had put down. So I had to go in and I actually had to just cover this up with the grass. Then I went back in and I changed it to put the stone back in. And then I fixed up the circle a little bit because I thought it was kind of misshapen, especially since I had, changed the shape of it a little bit. I used, for this particular build, I only used one picture of inspiration, and it's not a Sims house. Sometimes when I build, I look at like other people's Sims houses to get inspiration, but with this one in particular, what I did actually was I found a picture of a cottage that somebody had drawn, and that was my inspiration. It's not the same shape and it's not the same colors or anything as that cottage. It was just like kind of the general vibe I was going for, and I feel like that helped a lot when it came to like figuring out how to build this and how I wanted it to look and everything. I also feel like this circle in the front looks a lot better now that I've kind of fixed it up. So yeah, as you can see, I have this L-shaped platform. There are 3 decks on this house. There is a deck in the front, obviously that leads up to the front door. There is a deck in the back that leads out to the pool area, and there is a deck in the front left that leads out to the garden. And I wanted these because I feel like, you know, I wouldn't want to have to walk out the front door and all the way over to the side of the house to reach the garden, and I wouldn't want to have to walk out the front door and walk all the way around the house to get to the pool. So I made it have 3 decks, and you know, I'm okay with that. The shape of the house ended up really, really interesting. I have a really bad problem of trying to make the houses just box shaped, and so especially because this one I wanted to go L-shaped, I really tried to add just like little nooks and crannies here and there that would make it less, just boring. And I felt like it ended up working out really, really well. And I love the way that it turned out. So that's really nice. But yeah, as you can see here, I just added little nooks and crannies, and I'm going to use some of those obviously for like the bathroom or like, just whatever ends up happening. But yeah, I think it's super, super cute. Obviously this section had to kind of be an L shape because there's a deck here. So I just did that, and then I connected everything and fixed the foundation, and that was pretty much that, honestly. But yeah, what I'm gonna have to do, this is so annoying. I'm gonna have to upload the video privately. Then I'm gonna have to go in, watch the video, rebuild it, and then take my screenshots to upload this. But that's okay. Luckily, I don't have that much to do today. When I'm recording this particular audio clip, it's about 10. So I couldn't figure out why this foundation wasn't working. It's because I was on diagonal like an idiot. But anyway, it's about 10 a.m. It's 9:51 a.m. where I am when I'm recording this. And so it's really not, for me, not a big deal to go back in. This is when I realized I was on diagonal. To go back in and rebuild it. Because I don't have anything to do until like later tonight. Speaking of plans, yesterday, so I go back to school Monday, and I'm so ready to go back to school. College breaks are no joke. In high school, you have a break that's like, I don't know, summer break usually lasted from about late May or early June until like early August. Like, the high school where I live is already back in session. College, we get over 3 months of vacation, because we got out the 14th of May, and then we go back the 19th of August. That is over 3 months. I have been bored for 3 months. I play Sims, I make videos for YouTube, and that is like my favorite thing in the whole wide world to do. Here you're going to see me testing different wallpaper colors, because I didn't know what I wanted. And like I said, I was looking for a specific vibe. And so I was trying to find a color that I thought looked best, and you'll see. But anyway, so I record videos, and, it's my favorite thing to do in the whole wide world. And I did go on vacation this summer. That was pretty fun. But overall, just trying to do nothing, like not really having any action. Can you not eat your food right next to me while I'm trying to record? Thanks, dog. Wow. Anyway, not having any specific responsibilities for 3 whole months. Other than like early summer, I had a job, but then I work at a greenhouse in real life, in case you didn't know that. But yeah, I mean, whenever, it is time for like midsummer, the greenhouse basically, nobody really comes in anymore, because planting season is over. Like, now the plants are growing, you know what I mean? So my job, like about halfway through June, just kind of stops. But, there's that. But yeah, I'm really excited. So going back to where this topic came up. Yesterday, I had to go run up to my school to get my parking pass, and I have a couple of friends there who watch my YouTube channel. Shout out to you guys. But I went up there, and we hung out, and we had dinner, and it was really nice. It's really nice to see friends from college, like after 3 months of not seeing them. Because obviously I have my friends from high school that, live close to me, that I hang out with a lot. But it's not like, it's just different. It's nice to see people, reunite with people again, especially after such a long time. Okay, so this roof gave me a lot of trouble, because I couldn't figure out where I had already done it and where I hadn't. It's a whole thing. This foundation right here, I just wanted it to look even, so I had to go in and fix this. But overall, I think that doing this build in parts has made it look better for me. I don't know why. I think it's because, they say the same thing for like artists who paint and stuff, right? If you take a break, if you walk away and you take a break and you come back, a couple days later, you're going to be happier with it, because you're not going to be like in the moment of like, oh no, like there's some things on here that I don't like. And so by, taking a couple of days to do this build, I think that I really like it. And I haven't done the interior yet. That's the next part, is the interior. So that's going to be fun. I have no idea how I'm going to decorate it inside. That's actually my favorite and my least favorite part of a build, because, exterior, for me at least, I find pretty easy. not easy. Like, this wasn't easy for me to do. It just was, I liked it, and I had a basic idea of where I wanted to go, and so I thought, I felt like I can figure this out. However, interior, either I have no idea what I want to do, or I have an idea and I just don't have the right custom content to do it. And that might honestly be, for me, the biggest problem that I'm going to have with furnishing this house is I have an idea of what I would want it to look like, but I don't think that I have the custom content to make it look like I want it to. So when I finish building this, I think I'm going to finish building this maybe Saturday or Sunday. When I finish building this, I'm going to have to maybe go custom content shopping beforehand so that I can get the things that I want to get that I think will actually make it look really good. But the only problem with that is that I have to add more custom content into the game. Man. What was I going to say? I don't remember. Anyway, 3 decks. And I really liked the way that the decks look on the house. I think it just adds like this really cute little touch. And I know this isn't like a classic cottage style. I mean, I don't really know if there is, because if you look up cottage, or like you've ever seen a cottage, some of them are pretty small and some of them are pretty big. They all have similar vibes though, and that's what I was really going for, was the vibe. But yeah, and I think I did a good job. I really wanted to put a window above this door. I really did. I thought that would be super cute, but the roof is not tall enough, which was tragic. But you live and you learn. The windows gave me a lot of trouble too, not gonna lie. I started putting in windows and I hated all of them and they didn't look right, so I had to go in. I wanted to put that window there so bad. I had to go in and I had to find windows that I thought looked good, and I had to recolor all of them to match. Look, I even tried to make the roof taller, and then I decided I didn't like it, and then I was going to make it shorter, and I thought it didn't look right, so we're just going to not be able to put a window there, which is sad, but it's not the end of the world. But yeah, the windows gave me a lot of trouble. But overall, I think I like it. I think that I might end up changing some things when I, do the interior, because a window can look really good from the exterior, but if it looks bad on the inside, I might have to try and figure something else out. So originally I was going to put this window here because I thought it was going to be in the middle of the wall, and I thought that would be cute. And then I was like, that doesn't look very good. So I ended up having to, I moved these windows to like that little alcove. But I like these windows. I think that they're custom content. I don't know where they're from, but I do like them. I'm so tired. Oh, I also want to thank everybody for 460 subscribers. Hit 460 today when I was filming this video. Maybe we're going to be able to reach 500 by my year anniversary. Wouldn't that be amazing? I feel like that's a lot. I don't know. I feel like some channels grow really, really fast and others take a really long time. Like, I met another YouTuber in real life and he had been doing it for 5 years and he only had 2,000 subscribers. And I feel like, for everybody, the experience is different. I feel like some people, create a YouTube channel, like that girl with that van, and she had 3 videos on her channel or something, and she had like 4 million subscribers. Like, how do you do that? But I think, I'm really proud of us. I'm really happy, and I like to know that, people find my videos entertaining enough to want to come back, because, I do this because I think personally that I love to make videos. I do it for a creative outlet mostly. As a science major, I don't get a lot of creative outlets at school or anything. So I love, and I've had YouTube channels in the past. I won't bring them up. They're really bad, but you could find them if you really wanted. They're bad. But I've done it in the past, and I never felt as connected to them as I do with this one. And I think part of that is obviously you guys, because I love all of you so much. Like, every time somebody comments, like, I promise I see that. And I recognize that, and I think about you, like, a lot on the daily. A lot. And I mention, like, my subscribers to people. I'll be like, oh, yeah, like, Diana, she always leaves comments about baby names, and she's writing a book, and, like, all this stuff, like, specific things in my mind, like, that I remember. And it's, like, honestly, we're all friends. And that's honestly how I think of it. I'm like, wow. Also, these windows, the ones I'm about to put, like, near the door, I love them a lot. Oh, man. Yeah, so the exterior of this house took me around 31 minutes, which, can you imagine if I had tried to sit down and do this build all at once? Like, you know, my normal speed builds that I do where I have, like, I speed it up and I, you know, put it all together. Like, the one I did, the last speed build I did of my house, the full video without speeding it up took me around an hour. And this one so far has been around an hour with the landscape and the house. And I feel like by not feeling like I have to rush so that the speed build is short, I feel like I get a lot more, like, attention to detail. And I, you know, spend a lot more time thinking, like, do I really like the way that this looks here or no? And I find that that actually helps me quite a bit in the building process. I feel happier with things. I feel, you know, I don't know. These are the other windows I used. I love these windows. I am, like, sorry if you heard that. That was my stomach. I am so hungry, but I'm not going to eat until later because I'm going to the movies. And, okay, true story, this it might be TMI. I go to the movies. Oh, no, is that corner not, oh, no. Does that corner not have, oh, God, I'm going to have to, I don't know if I fixed that or not. I think I do, because I think I see, like, multiple places where, oof. Anyway, every time I go to the movies and I get popcorn, this is kind of disgusting, I get sick afterward. Like, I love movie theater popcorn. I love it. It's so yummy. But I think it's because if I eat something before I eat that, the grease of the popcorn and then, like, the whatever I ate, I think it, like, doesn't agree with me and, like, the grease is too much. But when I just eat the popcorn, it's fine. I don't know. That's really, I'm just thinking about that. That's really weird. Huh. And like I said, if I end up getting into this build and the windows don't look right, I will change the windows. This is just where I felt like from the outside of the house, it looked best. I don't originally, oh, okay, I didn't think I'd put a window there yet. I needed a window for right here. I don't really like that flower window is there. I don't like it there, but I think it looks all right. But that will probably be one of the ones I change when I do the interior. Okay, so now I'm working on, oh no, what am I gonna click? Oh, I wanted to add lights to the fencing because I was going to add lights to, like, the side of the house, but I felt like it would be just a little bit cuter if I added, like, a fence topping light. And I found this one that I thought was super cute, and it has a color that's really close to what I need, and I just felt like that was so cute. And I eventually put them on the back fences too to sort of add more light, because I know that in real life I would have like 4 or 5 of those by each entrance, because I don't know, I need kind of a lot of light when I go outside. Like, we have a motion sensor light outside of my back door, going out to my deck in my backyard, and I just find that we only have the one light, and it's not enough. We also have little baby lights that, like, show the stairs so that we don't die trying to go down the stairs, which is pretty helpful. Here I am going to get started on the fencing for the little garden area. I obviously didn't put any plants in yet because I don't think you can do that. I think you have to like actually have your sim plant it. But if you want to imagine that there's going to be plants here, like actual plants that like they can harvest from, there you go. It's not a huge garden. And really, honestly, if I were to have a sim live here, I might make it a little bigger, which it could easily be expanded. You would just have to move some of the trees out of the way, and then you would have to just make the fence a little bigger and make the path a little shorter, or just fill it with dirt, you know? So, yeah, really, really cute. I added some flowers. So, here's a pro tip from a person who's a biology major and a person that works in a greenhouse. If you live somewhere where you can have a little outdoor garden like this, don't just plant your crops. Plant other flowers and things around them, because this will attract bees, bees and butterflies and other pollinators, and your plants will actually grow better if the pollinators are nearby than if you just plant your crops. Because while bees and, other pollinators are attracted to crops, especially crops that flower like peppers, they still need something, with nectar or, honey, or not honey, but pollen and stuff like that for the bees. So bee flowers or butterfly flowers or even bat flowers, I wouldn't recommend fly flowers because fly flowers tend to smell really bad, and I don't think you want that in your garden. But, if you do, there's a flower that's a flower or fly pollinated that smells like a dead body. So if you want that in your garden, be my guest. Put it in there. But it's not my cup of tea. Of course, I had to go with pink and purple flowers because why wouldn't I go with pink and purple flowers? Purple used to be my favorite color when I was younger, and now it's brown and pink and white. Okay, so funny story. If you go back like 2 months on my channel, one of my Sims children has a favorite color that's brown. And I said, who even are you if your favorite color is brown? Well, guess what? Karma said, you know what? It's almost autumn. You know what your favorite color is going to be right now? Brown. So that was me moving in my chair, by the way, if you heard that. So I like brown a lot now. So I apologize to anybody. Oh my God, voice crack. I apologize to anybody who I offended by saying you're kind of crazy if your favorite color is brown, because now I kind of get it. So I think now I'm going to start working on the pool area. So for this, it's not very big. I could have made this a lot bigger. And honestly, I'm not the happiest with the way that this area turned out. However, it is considered technically interior. I mean, it's outside of the house, but I put furniture down and stuff. And so technically, if I'm not happy with it, I can fix that in the next part. Because I'm really not happy with it. I kind of wish I hadn't put like the grill stuff out there. I kind of wish instead on the deck I had put like chairs and I just focused on like the pool out in the back. And yeah, I don't know. So that will probably be, I might actually change that because I have to rebuild it anyway because my game crashed. But yeah. What's going to happen? Oh my gosh, what would be so much easier than that? If I just upload the video, if I edit the video, upload it, and just set it to private. And then rebuild the house, and then unset it from private when I have the thumbnail. Oh my God. That's so much easier. Wow. But yeah, the pool's not huge because I feel like I wouldn't need a huge pool. And, in real life, this pool would be bigger than what it is in The Sims. And also, my Sims really never go swimming in game. But I go swimming a lot in real life. Whenever I can, usually. Right now it's hard because there's nobody to go with me. And I'm not going by myself. If I had my own pool, though, I would swim a lot more than I do now. I'd probably swim every morning. This is what I'm talking about, though. I did not like this like outdoor patio part that I made. So yeah, I'm definitely going to change this when I have to rebuild the house. So if in the next part you look and this is different, The reason why is because I don't like it. Oh, man. I have to take, what was I going to say? Oh, God, this happens to me all the time. I'm in the middle of talking, and I just forget my sentence halfway through. Look how pretty that river looks. I can't stop looking at that. I think that is just gorgeous. If that was what my backyard looked like in real life, I would never go inside. I would just spend all day outside. My dog is running around the living room, and because we got new carpet, her nails kind of get caught in the carpet. And so I can just hear her running around in the background. So if you hear like noises, that's my dog. She's so funny. This plant I put here because that looks almost identical to the plant that I actually have in my back deck. I don't know. That I got from my mom from the greenhouse. I talk about the greenhouse a lot. I love the greenhouse. I love sunflowers. What's your favorite type of flower? Oh, did you hear that? How is her now running into this room? If you see my house build, she ran through the entryway into the office. So there you go. Now all of you know everything about my house since I made that house build, and that's honestly kind of scary. Okay, so I also wasn't too sure about this decision I made right here, but I think I'm going to keep it. I ended up putting the fence from the deck right there instead of doing the white picket fence because I didn't really like the way that the white picket fence looked or like how I imagined it would look, and I didn't really want, I don't know, I just kind of wanted the white picket fence to surround it. I didn't really want it to be like part of it. I think it looks okay. But yeah, I wasn't happiest with that. That whole back area is probably going to change whenever I rebuild anyways. So here, of course, I have to add more flowers because would this be an Amber K build if there wasn't flowers literally everywhere? No, because there's flowers here, there's a garden, there's the flowers back by the river, there's all these flowers. And I think that it's so cute. I watered my plants before I recorded this. Speaking of which, I am recording this in a t-shirt that is half soaked. Like, only half of the shirt, though. Like, the right half of my shirt is soaking wet. And the left half is fine. Because when I was watering my plants, I put my hose on the ground to turn off the water. And when it landed on the ground, it landed with the handle on the ground. So the pressure moved the handle up and it turned on the water and it started spraying me and it shot at me. So now my shirt is all wet. I like these rocks. They're all different sizes and shapes, and I thought that was kind of cute. I don't know, it just adds a little bit of character to the little area. And then I was tempted to add rocks around the circle path. I decided not to, though, because I felt like that might be a little overkill. And, in order to mow, if you were going to mow this area, I wouldn't want to have to, drive over rocks to do so. You know what I mean? Okay, so here I am adding some little trees in. I really like the way that these look. These are tiny enough that I'm not afraid to put them near the house. Sometimes if you put a big tree near the house, your camera gets stuck on it and then you can't see. But I feel like they are the correct size for the house. I added these little bushes in because how freaking cute are these? I thought that they honestly kind of look like something from The Sims 4. I don't know why they look like that. But they do. They look like Sims 4 bushes, but they're in The Sims 3. I don't know. And here I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, and I ended up moving these just a little bit. And I'm really happy with the way that this all looked. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so, that's pretty much it. I add a couple more flowers, a couple more trees, but overall, it's pretty much done at this point. The exterior, and, I'm going to have to go back and rebuild it. So if anything is slightly different in the next one, that's why. I love these bushes. This bush, like this palm fern almost. I don't really know what to call that. I feel like that's kind of like a palm fern. I think that this has the coziest cottage vibe. I don't know if everyone would agree, but I think it is. I think that there's a lot of character in it, and I think that it, to me, looks like the embodiment of what I imagine a cottage to feel like. So here I'm just adding a couple more trees in the front. When I build it again, when I have to rebuild it, I promise I'll fix like the little weird corner roof tiles that aren't done. I don't know why that's a thing that I didn't do. But we are now coming up toward the end of the build. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button if you liked it. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see when I upload the next and final part of this series. I think that's going to go up on Monday, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, everyone.